He was once a mystery, hidden from the world. Today, Kim Jong Un is one of the most feared and unpredictable leaders alive. How did the youngest son of Kim Jong-il rise to power? And why does his story still keep the world on edge? Let's decode the biography of Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un was born in 1984, the third and youngest son of Kim Jong-il, North Korea's longtime ruler. His childhood was cloaked in secrecy. He studied partly in Switzerland under a false identity, where classmates remembered him as quiet, fascinated by basketball and Western culture. Yet behind the disguise, he was being groomed to inherit absolute power. When his father died in 2011, Kim Jong-un was thrust into leadership at just 27 years old. Many doubted he could survive in a regime built on fear and loyalty. But within months, he consolidated power, eliminating rivals and presenting himself as the unquestioned successor of the Kim dynasty. Kim tightened his grip on the military, the party, and the people. He purged high-ranking officials, including his own uncle Jang Song-fake, to eliminate threats. State propaganda elevated him as a near-divine figure, ensuring loyalty through fear and worship. By controlling media, education, and even daily life, Kim built a system where obedience is survival. He revived the cult of personality established by his grandfather Kim Il-sung, presenting himself as the continuation of a sacred bloodline. Public executions and disappearances reinforced the message that dissent would not be tolerated. Even the smallest acts of disobedience could mean imprisonment in labor camps, creating a climate of fear that keeps the regime intact. Through carefully staged appearances, Kim projects himself as both a caring father figure and a ruthless protector of the nation. Kim accelerated North Korea's nuclear weapons program, conducting missile tests that shook the world. For him, nuclear weapons are not just defense, they are leverage, a bargaining chip against the United States and its allies. Each launch sends a message. North Korea may be small, but it cannot be ignored. Under his leadership, North Korea tested intercontinental ballistic missiles capable of reaching the U.S. mainland. These tests brought global condemnation, but also forced world leaders to negotiate with him directly. Kim understands that nuclear weapons guarantee survival. Without them, his regime could collapse under external pressure. By framing himself as the guardian of North Korea's sovereignty, he turns military defiance into national pride. This nuclear gamble transformed him from an underestimated young leader into a central figure in global security debates. Kim cultivated a dual image at home, a strong protector of a nation, abroad, a bold negotiator. His meetings with world leaders, including Donald Trump, shocked observers who never imagined North Korea's leader on the global stage. Yet behind the handshakes, his regime continued repression, secrecy, and isolation. He uses diplomacy as theater, carefully choreographed to show North Korea as equal to superpowers. But while cameras capture smiles, sanctions and poverty remain the daily reality for millions of his citizens. But his rule also brought controversy. Human rights abuses, famine, and strict surveillance defined daily life in North Korea. International sanctions cripple the economy. Yet Kim maintains power through military strength and propaganda. Despite shortages of food and medicine, the regime prioritizes weapons development, reinforcing the idea that survival depends on strength, not prosperity. Globally, Kim Jong-un remains unpredictable. His decisions can destabilize Asia, influence U.S. foreign policy, and shape nuclear negotiations. For the world, he is both a threat and a mystery. Some see him as reckless, others as a calculated strategist, but all agree his actions carry consequences far beyond North Korea's borders. From a hidden childhood in Switzerland to the throne of Pyongyang, Kim Jong-un's biography is not just the story of a dictator. It is the story of a dynasty built on secrecy, fear, and nuclear ambition. Loved by loyalists, feared by the world, his legacy is already rewriting the history of the 21st century.